A24 Studios. They used to have no flaws. Complete Unknown is directed by Joshua Marston and also written by Joshua Marston along with Julian Shepard, and this stars Rachel Weisz and Michael Shannon. This movie tells two interconnected stories. One of them is this man who's contemplating the move to a new state to help his wife out in her new graduate program. And the other is this woman who comes into their life all of a sudden in the day of his birthday to his dinner party. They know each other. That's all I'm going to say because I want to keep whatever is interesting in this movie a secret from you guys. Not gonna waste much time on this, as you guys can tell probably by the intro. I was not a fan of this movie. You have two great actors and they do a great job. These are two solid performances in this movie. Rachel Weisz, there's this mystery to her character that you get to know throughout the movie, at least a little bit, and she manages to keep you interested in what her character will reveal to you or not. What is her story? What is she hiding? Why? And what is her true relationship to Michael Shannon's character, who is also very interesting. He is a very accomplished man. He's successful in his career. He is very happy in his personal life with his wife, who is just as successful as him. She's going to a new graduate program. They have this opportunity to move to a new state to be even more successful. It's not like he doesn't have a job there. He just contemplates staying where he is because it's so stable. He's comfortable where he is at that moment in his life. And that's something I think we can all relate to. When there's comfortability in our lives, we like to stay there. We like to keep ourselves in that safe zone. And so the story speaks a little bit about taking risks and taking chances out there in the world, trying to see something new, a new perspective. And in a certain way, her story kind of speaks to that as well in a completely different perspective. That's some of the enjoyable aspects of this movie. Their interconnected stories coming together manages to keep you interested because of who these actors are and because their performances are so good. Now to the bad, this movie is boring. This movie is a complete waste of time. Complete Unknown is a complete waste of time. When you have two interconnected stories and you have this mystery that you want to figure it out, you don't want it to be just because. I am not going to spoil this movie to you guys, but let me tell you, it's just because. You want to find out why she did certain things she did in her life? You want to find out their story together? It does never get really explained. Things just happened because. That's the ultimate conclusion of this movie, and it just isn't enough. It's not enough to satisfy you as a viewer. It's not enough to satisfy as a conclusion to a story that manages to keep you hooked because you are expecting something to come out of it. You are expecting something to be meaningful. And when it comes to the end of this movie, you're just like, I guess. This is a movie that happens during one night. They are at this dinner party, they go out, and they start to have conversations about what happened. I'm not going to tell you what those conversations are. I'm not going to tell you any of the subject matters that they discuss during this night. But as they drift throughout, it just seems like that. The story seems like it's drifting throughout. This movie seems like it has no direction. This movie seems like it's going nowhere. And while it manages to lie to you, by the end of it, you realize that nothing was ever really meant to matter. Nothing really matters. Maybe I'm getting this movie all wrong. That happens. This is just an opinion. A review is just an opinion. I like these actors. I like their performances. I don't like the characters. I'm not interested in the characters. When it comes to the end of this movie, I'm just like, fine. I lost 90 minutes of my life watching this. And it's to review movies to you guys because I love doing this. Even with bad movies, I love when I can come here and with the worst movies of the year, I can rant about it. It's not a rant. It's just a wasted opportunity. Because this premise, although we have seen it before, it's always interesting depending on what we do with it. And here, they did nothing. There was nothing here. These characters managed to lie to you and fake being interesting. The story manages to lie to you and fake being interesting. These actors are portraying these roles very well. They are committed to their performances. They are committed to their characters. They are committed to the script. They are committed to the director, and so on and so forth. But what this movie doesn't manage is to make you feel satisfied by the end of it. It's not like it's an open ending. The movie ends, it's concluded, you get what the story points were, and so on and so forth. But it does never gel together. It does never come to a cohesive unit. The movie ends and you're like, so this was this, and that was that, and that's it. There you go. These are the two stars of the movie, but there's a moment where other two very well-known actors come in, and you are watching this sequence happening with these two other actors, and you're thinking, why does this matter? Why am I watching this? Why is this sequence of the movie being so long? Does it really matter? Maybe because of what it means metaphorically for these characters and their story, but it's not very interesting. Again, it's boring. This movie is boring. I will repeat myself, but this is the gel of it. The movie manages to keep you hooked because you want to eventually find out and be satisfied by what is happening, by the reveals of this movie. But it never happens. The reveals are not satisfying, and it's not like they are much of revealings. When things in this movie are being revealed, it's just like you having a normal conversation with a friend. It's just like, hi there, how are you doing? I'm doing well. How about you? Well as well. Good. Good. It's just like that. It never feels important. It never feels like it was worth your time, your attention, your engagement to this story, these characters, this movie as a whole. We have two solid actors, two solid performances, fine camera work, an interesting premise that was completely and utterly wasted and does not ever make you feel like it was worth watching this, spending 90 minutes attentive to what is going on screen. It's not worth your time. If you want to see these two fine actors working and giving great performances, there are good movies you can watch with them. I will say that Complete Unknown from A24 Studios, who I love, made me feel like Clark Gable. What did you think of Complete Unknown, my beautiful geekies? Let me know in the comments below if you liked this movie, if I got it completely wrong and messed up. Don't forget to click the thumbs up if you like this review. Also, click the little bell next to the subscribe button because there are some problems on YouTube and my videos may not show up in your subscription box, and I just want you to know whenever I upload a video, whether you are or not subscribed to this channel, so click there. And if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come join the beautiful geeky community where we can be geeky united. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful geekies. 2 more reviews ahead of this one before Rogue One hits. So I'll see you there. Stay beautiful. Stay geeky. Shit.